Almost impossible to have a good game on a Pango this time around. I'm not a big fan of the Vengeful Spirit as well. The lineup feels very squishy, I would say. Not too much team fight as well on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to seeing some of the heroes that we just don't get to see too much of. Secret Revenge and PSG.LGD obviously a bit of a final pick block, but I would have to agree. I think it's definitely going to be a bit difficult for Secret, and Zai's going to really have to up his game against all these hard counters that he's going to have to deal with as Pangolier.
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Sumi. Yes, hopefully going to be a fun one. We, of course, have just come off the back of a series that was rather one-sided. EG able to walk away with quite a simple 2-0. This one, Secret versus PSG.LGD, should be a closer match at right the cost.
Should be, yeah. You know, it's hard to say. You never know with Team Secret. Like, sometimes they just, you know, put themselves in a bad spot with the draft, but, you know, still, it's a Team Secret. If someone can make this work, it is them for sure. Also, I would expect it's something else rather than this position 5 clockwork, because they have swap, they have leaps, you don't really threaten a kill on Marana. You also have like Pangolier. Sometimes he struggles because of the cogs and everything. Also, Ember Spirit can get out, so clockwork's not going to get too much value out of this game, I would say.
See how much of a disruption Y can cause in the fight. Lane setups we're going to be having at the moment, it looks like Zai. Backed up by Yapso Puppy around the ring control, maybe see if they can action onto Y and Arme.
The battle begins.
Y stepping in, wave a terror out. Y, he's gonna be able to grab the bounty rune, but he will die for this. Secret, waving it with the fairy fires. Yapso surely gonna have the right clicks to take him out.
First blood.
Much appreciated. I think on the first day or the second day, he built 6th item BKB on a Monkey King. Like, just refusing to buy one.
I like it.
Arrow. Nice block. It looked like he caught the arrow, but actually just blocked it so the range creep does not die. Did it on purpose.
That's smart stuff. Because of that, we'll be able to deny the range. So did Arme and Y. The bottom against Zai and Yapso. Over in the mid, nothing to say. DP against Ninja Ember. Top lane, Puppy. Morting, Maximum Man's Troll. Off-lane Bloodseeker and the 4 Wyvern. We'll see. We're still watching who's going to be able to do with the hero in this position, how much he's going to be able to achieve with the step up in priority on the hero.
Like, first couple of levels, level 1, level 2, Wyvern is really weak as a position 4/5, whatever. And once you get the second point in a Splinter Blast, then you can start pumping up some damage. It's also not the greatest setup for the Blood Right, only the slow is there, like you don't have any real stun.
Matu on the troll. This carry, one of the most solid laners in the game. There was pretty much the majority of popular lanes that are thrown at you nowadays. With that strong capability between the melee and the range form, and solid chance of being able to trade back with melee heroes like the Bloodseeker to ever try and go on you.
Bloodseeker is a strong laner. 6 armor, level 2. I love the item build, Magic Stick, because you know the troll will be pumping out those Whirling Axes, and same goes from Puppy's Vengeful Spirit. A double courier kill. Like, this should reveal the board.
Magic side.
So that's 60 gold times 5, 300 gold just by killing 2 couriers for the whole team.
It's also unfortunate though, with the courier's dead.
You're welcome, Owen.
What are we on? Oh,
because I've been doing the math, and it's correct. It's
that's why we get
quick.
You here. You're here for the brains, I'm here for the...
Me?
I don't know why.
Memes.
The memes.
Nothing to say. Already has enough to buy a bottle. Didn't even bring any other items, just one set of Tango. Same goes for Ember Spirit. Straight into bottle.
So, I mean, as we said, this game, Zai, lots of things he's got to be worrying about. You know, if you're playing the Pango, what would you say is the biggest threat in sort of team fights? Like, who's looking to mess you up the most?
From PSG.LGD?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Wyvern. Like, the only team fight pretty much they have is Pangolier Rolling Thunder, and he has the best ability pretty much, that's Rupture, so you have to cancel it or roll and die, and you have also Winter's Curse, something that the Pangoliers don't really like the plane. Also, any kind of leash mechanic is a pretty big deal. Top lane, some pressure. Let's see if he has... No, not. It's on cooldown. Unfortunately. We'll still go for it.
Very, very low. They're out of region. Puppey might have to take the walk back to base, or get something sent out on the courier. He's not in a good position to help the lane now. Another Splinter Blast, even connecting as Xingqiu will push him all the way back up to base. Oh, the Rocket Flare!
He snipes him.
He did! Lovely little move there from Y, able to get a kill from across the map.
Has been killed.
Excellent shot.
Dire's
He
middle
gets the
tower
awarded
is under attack.
on top of that as well. There's no point for him to get the cogs in this lane. As we've said, like, you're playing against the Pangolier, you're playing against Mirana, they have the leap charges, they have tools to actually get away from that. Puppey, after dying, GP's mid, refills the bottle for Nisha.
So, a little bit of a lead in this matchup. As you said, we should expect to see.
Rocket on the top lane. Ooh, Bloodright does not connect.
Really putting on the pressure. Secret safe lane here. PSG.LGD. Matu very low. Does have a salve. He's got coming out. Planes of attack and a stick, so at least to have some sort of capabilities to keep himself sustained in the lane. Definitely down bottom. Arme receiving out a lot less pressure on his half of the map. A fine time farming underneath the tower.
Bounty rune spawning. Looks like it's just gonna be 2 for 2 trade. Ahmed, he pretty much always gets Battle Fury on the Monkey King. That's his standard stuff. Into Aghanim Scepter. He just loves to be super greedy on the hero.
Or attempt there from Silver. No trouble reading it. We'll have that observer. What is about to expire, but was good vision of any sort of angle that Yapsor could attempt to get across the trees.
That Prophet is level 6. They're trying to find the angle on the Ember Spirit, who's still 5. They're gonna go in.
See TP's coming in. Yapsor is going to try and head over, but Nisha, he's surrounded. Side of fit to try and find some time away from the three of them, but he'll get taken out. And down to the exorcism of Puppey and Yapsor. They've got to be careful as well. Why?
Yeah, Puppey's
stepping
dead.
over with the battery assault. Puppey, he is going to get surrounded. There's nothing he can do to keep himself alive. Double kill. Nothing to say.
And Yapsor, he misses the arrow. There was a creep blocking the siege creep unit, so they can't stop the push. First usage of the exorcism, they get 2 kills. They might actually get... I don't think they're going to be able to, like, completely kill the tower, because Ember will come back and they're half HP. Why? Still manages to get out. Rune is on the top. That Prophet gets it, so it's like 1,500 damage on the tower.
That's a lot. And those 2 kills for nothing to say. Secret coming in a bit all over the place with that defense. Not necessarily having the best heroes to push back PSG.LGD when they make that sort of move early on. Try nonetheless, and does not end well for them. 3-1 now. PSG.LGD. Armate threads complete. Now look to farm away from the lane. Feels it can be a bit more efficient in the jungle. Zai has got the Orb of Corrosion and level 6.
Yeah, that's why Arma is like, I can't really be in the lane. Yeah, need to go back to the jungle, otherwise they're just gonna kill me. Fate Beyond on the top lane does not have a level 6 yet. Towards the road of Aethos, which I really like. Great against Ember Spirit, great against Pangolier, Mirana, all these maneuverable heroes.
Radiant's
like, you just want to be able to lock them down, and of course it's a great setup for Bloodright.
They found him. Why? He's able to walk up, get the trap with the cogs. It'll be an easy setup for the Bloodright. Fate Beyond comes over, claims the kill. It's already in this early game. Puppey struggling a bit to really stay on the map. 3 deaths already on the Vengeful Spirit.
Arrow will hit. Easy.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Nice done. That's the first turn of Shadow Charge.
Dire's middle tower.
On Mirana. Ideally, you would want to have Wyvern sitting there and just soaking up the XP. He's very hard to kill because of the Arctic Burn.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, tower does go down, but Puppey was able to TP in. She manages to find the deny. Take that away from PSG.LGD, but nonetheless, 8 minutes in, losing their mid-tier 1 tower. Give a lot of room for PSG.LGD to make plays on the side lanes, and
Radiant's
sort of opens up the area of safety that Arme swing between the mid. jungle and the triangle without too much worry of
Dire's
Secret
top
catching him by
tower is under
surprise.
attack. Radiant's
Exorcism
bottom
popped
tower
on the
is
top
under
lane.
attack.
There should be no response from the Team
Dire's
Secret there.
structures
They
are
could
fortified.
potentially just trade a tower on the bottom lane. Zai still did not pop that Rolling Thunder. It's a
Dire's
scary
top
thing to
tower
play
is
against
under
unless
attack.
you bring the Blood Secret, then you can just structure him. Why? Level 4, he
Radiant's
should be the
bottom
one.
tower has fallen.
Well, was a bit under leveled. Both supports
Dire's top
level
tower
4.5.
has fallen.
So either they leave a lane for Jin-Q to get the levels, and then Y buys the dome. Because Clockwork really does not get the far priority in this one.
Slow levels from White. So Nisha, after the phase boost, we'll see what sort of route he wants
Radiant's
to go. If he
middle
feels the
tower is under
necessity
attack.
to get some sort of early protective item like the Yules, or if he feels that he can get away with getting aggressive, getting that Maelstrom first. Be tricky though. There is that hard silence on Nothing to Say that he will have to deal with in the fights, and that could be enough to set up for the follow-up Blood Right hook shot. So once it's there, White. Now, 2 more levels that he's not going to have to worry about that catch, Nisha. Both carries very close to one another, Arme. Nice little double stack of the Ancients. Keep himself just ahead of Matu, but both going for that same build-up there. The Battle Fury is on the horizon for both of them.
Radiant are scanning.
Ame has that Primal Spring maxed out, wants to be able to just farm up the Battle Fury. We'll try to stack it one more time. We'll be able to do so.
The twins.
Quite a lot out of these Ancients. A little more than Matu's able to with the neutrals that he's working his way around. Down bottom, catch to be found onto Jin-Q. Get the jump around the bounties.
Moonlight Shadow is available, so they can make a move. Just need to push the lane so they know something's not up.
Are you a fan of this Lacoste? A sort of classic Yapsor style.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen what he's going for. You know, Aghanim Scepter after getting the urn. It's a good Aghanim Scepter. No, it's not an S tier, but it's a greedy one. Kind of suits Yapsor's playstyle.
Not for sure. Gonna be pushing out lanes, doing damage, getting those creeps with the Starstorm on the arrow. Finding some action here. Why? He's got 6. We'll be able to hook shot back to safety. So there was Faith Beyond, and Secret won't be able to catch it.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
He's going to feel that he can get away with getting the Maelstrom first. Woke up from PSG.LGD. No hook shot, of course, for 40 seconds, but Faith Beyond has the rod complete. So that solid setup into the silence of the Blood Right could do wonders. Nisha there with the invis.
Radiant's bottom
Dispel that
tower
whole
is
Sentry.
movement.
under attack.
Drop it down now. Die. Freaking wide low here. Thinking about getting in on this. He's a couple for PSG.LGD. They turn. Rod. And the Blood Right, the bullet side as well. From Nothing to Say as they lock down Nisha. Nisha, the silence. It's too long. Nisha can't get out of it. Nisha goes down. Rupture's
They
already
also
onto
found
Zai.
Mango.
Still got the Winter's Curse. If Jin-Q can find the opportunities to lock them down, Zai. Rupture wears off. He's going to roll his way out. He'll head back to safety. Will make it away. So PSG.LGD, they get the big kill. They take down Nisha.
You can feel the power of the Bloodseeker against the Pangolier. Also great setup from Road of Atos into Silence. That's a 6-second duration. Silence followed up by Silence from the Death Prophet. Extra 3 seconds. Ember Spirit, he wanted to get that Maelstrom. So like you have the item to scale. Already bought the staff.
Yeah.
So he feels,
he knows.
yeah, he needs to get something to get rid of that Silence.
Oh yeah, it really was always going to be the question this game if he could get away with it. After that, Nisha says, all right, nope, I killed that. Maelstrom would definitely go punish. As mid lane Zai off the mark with a swashbuckle. Well, Wise off the mark as well with a hook shot. With a symphony of fails there between the two of them. There's nobody going to get caught out. Well, how's the carries looking? Matu sword away from his Battle Fury. Arme pretty much in the same position. It's really very close between these
neck and neck close. 400 gold away from the Battle Fury. Still did not see a Winter's Curse. Jin-Q going into Glimmer Cape. A lot of damage coming up from them is magical. They will get the reward.
So, farming away towards the Ags. about halfway done. Both teams really be happy with the passiveness. Of course, whilst the carries farm away, Nisha at least needs that Yule's done before he tries to make any plays. Nothing to say. It's going to be a very difficult target to go on. The Yule straight into the BKB, making sure that he can be that frontliner that PSG.LGD can fight around. PSG.LGD, whilst Arme continues to command, they'll make a move towards Nisha. Silence into the rod, the hook shot and the blood right. They lock him down. As Nisha, all the swap. Puppey will manage to get the save off. The Puppey able to make sure that Nisha lives. Good job as well, Nisha. He was just 100 gold away from finishing his Yule Scepter. Would have been a very painful time to be caught. Puppey makes the move, and Nisha will get to live to see another day.
This is why they picked the Vengeful Spirit. Also, Puppey just loves to play certain heroes like Enchantress, Vengeful Spirit. Even though it's not like the strongest hero right now, they still get to use it really well. I don't think PSG.LGD will make a move until that Prophet gets level 2 Exorcism. Spirits go from 8 to 16. They double, so a lot more damage. Smoke, Zai, and Yapzor trying to find a kill on Ame.
Rolling Thunder into the arrow, they can certainly have a shot at getting this. Meanwhile, down bottom, looking towards Y. Got the back, but the curse is out. Xingqiu is able to catch the two of them into the side as Nisha goes down. And now with the chase, they'll look to run down the Timberman. Ruptures at the ready. Fabian pops it out. Matsu, he has still got the ult. He's going to pop it. Get back in there, try and close the gap, but the Yules is up. Y inside, but the Timberman will actually still get the kill on Y, but of course will not manage to escape.
At least they got something out of that. Now a kill on position 5. Ame, they did not get it. He managed to get out, was watching the bottom lane, what was happening. Teamfight is just too strong. Like, they have ways of resetting. They have these silences to follow up on the curse with either coming out from the Death Prophet or the Blood Right.
It's always going to be very difficult to see the turn up.
A lot of kiting potential against the Troll. The Cogs, Cold Embrace. I'm feeling PSG.LGD.
Absolutely. It's in those moments as well where you're seeing Matu getting taken down and you know that Arme's just free farming elsewhere on the map, and that hurts. You've got 2 Battle Fury carries. One of them's getting the freedom that Arme is. It's going to be tough to keep up with it, especially when he's going for, as you said, the Ags after the Battle Fury. His farming speed is just going to ramp up at a pace that Matu, he can't afford to get picked off if he wants to keep up.
This also allows you to go inside the pit and take it. You can have like 3 heroes. Monkey King can actually solo Roshan. It's going to take a while once he gets the Aghanim Scepter, but with the help of the Exorcism, they could potentially just take it. Ame scouting things out.
Yeah, he's dangerous territory at the moment.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's Ame. Isn't it cool? Let's have good backup now. White and Skew around, just in case Secret did come in with a...
Radiant's
I want to see Xingqiu get a bit more farm priority as a 4 Wyvern, because he is such a great setup. I want to see like a Blink Dagger, possibly even Ether Lance on top of that, just to have that long-range initiation.
It's fine. Again, just going to be another very tough one. Network different, it's close, but you just look at heroes like this Death Prophet, nothing to say. BKB just about 500 gold away. When he's got this BKB and Yules, Exorcism out, Secret, they're going to have to back away from him. I don't know if they're going to be able to fight into this Death Prophet.
They just don't have enough burst damage. So like there's always going to be Curse to react. Death Prophet can get the Yule Scepter off, possibly. You know, there's so many things. We still did not see the big combo, the Curse into Wukong's command, because Ame does not feel comfortable fighting yet. And connected, they're planting down the Sentry and the Observer Ward. Nothing to say. He's good.
It's the whole movement. They'll spend a bit of time here with the 4 of them searching all over the place.
Oh no. He wants to go back in.
Oh, this might be costly if he reveals himself to burst the next wave. Yep, so Matu's shown on the wave. Yeah, no, there's no way Nothing to Say shows himself now, surely.
Just stay in the trees. This is a line that has been said during TI1 or TI2. Still up to date.
Goes for the nuke on the wave. Zai still around, maybe able to start something. as about going for this side, keeping himself hidden. NothingToSay is going to spot him out. And they're trying to turn with the Yule setup. Arrow coming in. Timing won't quite be there. EP's immediately coming through for PSG.LGD. So they know Secret for something. Of course, won't push any further, not take any risks that close to the tier 2 of PSG.LGD. Going elsewhere, of course, Matu. Close to having the S and Y done. So, of course, Blink after the Yules. Nisha,
well,
not quite done yet.
Finishes Aghanim Scepter. Needs one more creep wave.
This Monkey King's gonna get very, very far. Arme has just had
Radiant's
complete
bottom tower
freedom
is under attack.
in this first 19 minutes.
They're making a move on the bottom so he can TP to the bottom lane and connect with the rest of the team if needed.
There we go, look at setting it up wide. Hookshot straight to the back that makes me up. Not the ideal start, but it does the job. Kill is found. Nisha is going to head out with the TP. They won't be able to find him in time.
They got another kill. Like, they could potentially just go inside and force a fight inside the pit. I don't think Team Secret's team fight is enough to actually just threaten. There we go.
Nisha, it's walking up the high ground. Arme just dropped down the Wuko's command. Nisha does have a remnant prepared down bottom, so he is away. But now he's on the other side of the map, PSG.LGD. They're going to look to get into the pit, pop the exorcism, and they'll look to take this before Secret's able to set themselves in up in a position to contest this.
They don't have Wukong's command. I guess he was relying on that Prophet to land the silence, but she was a bit too far away from it. Where's the team? Like, they have 3 people on the bottom. Like this, Roshan, Zai, trying to jump in.
Ready to get the kill on Roche. Aegis will still be picked up as well by PSG.LGD. There's NothingToSay able to take it, as well as taking Zai's life.
Amen made a slot. He wanted to pick it up, but
they couldn't
got
risk it.
stunned. Yeah, they did not want to risk anything. NothingToSay is like, you know, I'm just grabbing it.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
support
tower is under
over
attack.
on the mid puppy. On a NothingToSay able to dodge the magic missile there with the illusion rune. Arrow's coming in, Fate behind the steps to the side, gets back in, takes down Puppy. PSG.LGD, they can now start to get a bit of a push on, even without the exorcism. Core's very strong right now. And Forever just staying in the faces of Secret, so Secret just aren't really having any chance to get on any mission to hunt down Armor. They just don't have the space to make
it's very hard for them to gank with their heroes,
middle tower
considering the
is under
situation they're
attack.
in right now. Like, it's Mirana 4. They have a setup, you know, they have a setup with the Ember turret, but it's a bit tough to execute considering they're playing into Wyvern. Arrow will connect on a mid lane. Might be able to burn it down. That's the first launch.
Gotta be careful, Jinq. Let's just go 15 seconds. Do they want to go in and try and take him down? Rolling Thunder coming out from side. Found a chance straight over the wall. Jinq and it's
Good roll.
against the Wuko's commanding down. Matu inside, they caught in the middle of it. The silence worked to Matuma. He's not going to get the chance to get the ult off.
Is under
As he's
attack.
perma silenced there by the squad of PSG.LGD. And now they're on the board Poppy as well. Automator scout from Fabian. PSG.LGD, they'll be able to find 3. Rocket flare from wide.
We'll finish him off. Yeah, the team fight, the potential from PSG.LGD. You can see Wukong's command with the Aghanim Scepter. It's just too much. Yule Scepter is available. Got the Boundless. Oh, he's waiting. Amen.
Wait, but look at, yeah, Fate beyond. He was there by the Remnant. He was ready for Nisha. Nisha still on the run. Low on the mana. TP's coming over. Jinq seeing if he could catch him off, but he's speeding up with the phase boost and the Yules to still get away from it all. Will Lip at 14 to 5, 6k lead. Secret, they went all in there on that attempt to try and take down NothingToSay the 2 times. PSG.LGD, they were ready to turn this.
Oh, they were ready. I love the optimization from Fate Beyond. You know, getting that
Dire's
sort of
middle
ATAS is
tower
such a
is
great
under
setup for a lot of the things that they have, and maneuverable heroes, like crippling three heroes inside of Team Secret. And now getting into a BKB, has a basher queued up, like he wants to be able to scale.
We have queued up on Matuma Man, the BKB for
He kind of basher for a brief moment, and then realizes, you know, these silences,
they destroy him.
just relying on swap is not going to be enough, so I need to be able to go in with the BKB and actually deal the damage.
Yeah, pretty much for the most part, Puppy's just not always able to provide that save. Now, if he wants to have any chance of getting in, utilizing the Wave of Terror and the Magic Missile, chances are he's just going to be in range of Nothing to Say, being able to reach out and catch the bench in the silence as well.
I've seen Jin-Q also like changing his item build quite a lot. You know, first he wanted to get some more damage. I've seen Orchid, I've seen Hex. But in the last fight you've seen, you know, he needs to be able to get his spells off from a further distance. Like, that's just why I love Aetherlance so much. Like, Aetherlance Blink Dagger should be the build here. Clockwork,
Oh!
he gets him.
Oh my goodness, I mean he's out, but definitely some style points there for Y. It's the blind hook shot.
Even the broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Aye.
Like, he used hook shot multiple times on his allies so far. Sometimes defensive, sometimes didn't want to use it, but yeah, that's one kind of earned the respect.
Yeah, that was, yes, it doesn't matter if you don't get the kill there. It's you hit a pretty good hook shot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane,
Dire's top
Exorcism's
tower
out.
is under attack.
Tier 2, that'll be taken down. Secret, no position to defend this. Will not be turning up to fights until Matthew's got that BKB.
And it's just too much damage. Like, these two heroes can pretty much kill the Roche alone, kill the towers. Take the outpost. There we go. Gem. Bought by Clockwork. He's also going for the shard. Top tier memer right there.
Comforting rune of
Radiant's
retreat.
When
middle tower
you're having
is
a
under
good
attack.
game, you know, you've got to reward yourself for some of the more entertaining ability. Yeah, Pack's definitely up there.
For the twins.
You always know you're having a tough game if you start falling behind a team that's had the ability to pick up a shard on block.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, one of the best. S tier shard right there. You know, I feel there's always a better choice than the shard. You know, getting
But it's,
pretty
as
much
I said,
anything.
it's the demoralizing factor, you know. You don't want to be that team that loses to the clock that was able to buy a shard and it didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have like a limited turn rate. While
It's because it's that
tower
powerful.
is under
yeah,
attack.
it would be OP.
They got it down to somehow,
I
you know?
completely agree.
And you don't get much better than Jet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Still not committing for it.
He's not. I'm
waiting,
someone on his
you know,
team saying don't do it.
No. They still have a tier 1 tower, so
Dire's
the
middle
reason
tower
is like
is under
he
attack.
wants to save the buyback because he can
Radiant's
easily buy
bottom
back and the
tower
TP
is
to
under
tier 1 tower
attack.
connect with the rest of the team even if he gets caught. But I don't think he should be the one holding the gem. Like, they should give it to someone else. Because he goes in, dies, he could easily lose that gem.
That's true. I mean, could you even afford for sort of Arme to take it? I mean, he's got a Wraith Ban and a GG branch, and one of those slots could do it. Or is it too risky to put it on Arme?
Ame's just holding a branch so he can
Yeah.
hop on a tree. I don't know.
On a
It
tree.
should be Ame holding it, actually.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
I
bottom
mean, why is
tower is
that?
under attack.
He gave it to someone.
Nah, he's giving it. Okay, Faith the Animal Saddle. That's a perfect one. Okay, strong
Anyone
ball.
who's tanky, like he's quite suicidal on the Clockwork. Like, you go in, most of the time you're gonna die because you don't have that jetpack. If you have a
Radiant's
jetpack,
bottom
then you're good to go.
Oh, here we go. Why?
Dire's
He's on to
middle
Puppy.
tower
Puppy
is under
outside of the
attack.
base. Quick kill for PSG.LGD.
Come back for vengeance. I'll do
They'll
that.
get the pressure on this tier 2.
It's a level 3
Let's go.
exorcism. Quite a lot of damage.
Dire's middle tower has
Nothing to
fallen.
say. Like, he's having such a good game. Involved in 12 out of 15 kills. Always there to back up the team. Some crucial silences so far. Super farms to travel. Can't be anywhere on the map. Like, whenever you have this kind of global presence or anything that can initiate from far away, like, you also want to pair it up with another boost of travel.
While on the Silent Secret, you know, their core's having a tough one. Nisha 1-3-1. If this was a last pick Ember, he's not been able to have much of the game at all so far. And the river will catch Y.
That's why I did not like him holding the gem, because he dies so easily, doesn't have a way of protecting himself other than the hook shot. Troll has enough money to buy a BKB. Going into Pasture next.
That BKB, they...
Oh,
do a-
another arcane rune. That Prophet will pick it up. Exorcism ready in 40.
Radiant's bottom
Roche may
tower
respawn in a
is under
second. Let's
attack.
see if it's a almost full 2 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Putting on the pressure on Secret to make something happen themselves. A passing moment. Arme is getting so far ahead of anybody else in the competition. 3.5k ahead of the farm of Matuma. The way towards raiding that Bashet to an Abyssal.
I'm understanding. This time around, I'm not fooling around or anything. I'm just getting that BKB. It's a 10-second BKB. He didn't even pop it once, but you know, it's still good to have it. Why?
Side wide. Able to find the catch onto Yapsor.
We die!
Nisha will be able to run, but Yapsor left behind.
Like, if I was Mirana there, I leave. Like, I see that rupture. I know I'm dead. At least I'm going out with the style.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So
attack.
far, have you been really impressed with what's been achieved with the Ags on Yapsor, or do you feel it's not really done a lot?
It's just kind of a farming tool. They've not been fighting, so you don't see the full potential of it. It's good for pushing out the waves much easier. But other than that,
Jackpot!
you know, it's not that good of an Ag. It's a decent one. It's very costly. Like, it decreases his farm quite a lot. You know, he's staying 2,000 gold ahead of Jinkyu's Wyvern. And he's pretty much the same amount of farm as Pangolier. I guess maybe they did not want to give Pangolier that much farm because he has so many counters, so Yapsor's kind of taking over.
Dire are scanning.
Direction that they're trying to go with the draft here in the game. Ashes status, Faithian. Done for the next fight, Roshan.
Jetpack is ready.
He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. Here we go. Why ready to fly all around the place.
Dire's turret.
Roshan. Secret can contest this. It's a very tough fight to play into. PSG.LGD, they take this Roach fast. Secret, they're heading over.
There's so many monkeys. They need to be careful.
See what I can do. Try and get in front of them. Didn't actually get the angle straight in, and on the side, has to put the BKB, but a lot of duration. Side will be able to snatch the Aegis. PSG.LGD get the kill, but Zai's able to get the skill. Still though, that's Nisha dead. Zai get the one. Zai will be able to blink out to Zai. The second time, Matu done it, but was he able to get the battle chance up in time? Faithbian being protected though by Jinju with the golden phrase. As Faithbian will survive, they can turn, bring down Matuma. The rest of the Secret, they've got to run.
At least they got something. You know, they got that Aegis, which is a pretty big deal. You would not want to have that on Ame because he would easily just go in and siege the high ground. That was also that prospect once again with the Arcane Rune. I believe that was like 3rd or 4th one so far. They're still gonna go in. Ame picked up the cheese, so this is something that they need to be careful about. I think like Ame should always be able to get the cheese off. He's super tanky. There's no burst damage on Team Secret whatsoever.
Puppy, I'm gonna swap Zai out of that. PSG.LGD nearly getting the setup to dive past the ranks of the killer. Take away the mid-rank. Zai's gonna jump in. Over the Abyssal. Will be able to slide out with the swashbuckle, but the melee racks are gone. Arme immediately moving up to the top.
Yeah, Zai, that was a 5-man shield crash. 90% damage reduction. They can't kill him.
Dire's middle barracks.
They can do to stop this. Close the sword. The missile back on the puppy Zai. The rolling thunder getting in on top of Arme, but Arme is protected by the corner brace. Arme getting low. Zai get it off. I mean, Zai did that perfectly. He stunned Arme for pretty much the entire time, 100 to 0. They're actually able to kill him off before he can get the cheese off. So now, we're gonna see if they can chase for more. Why? Caught up by the slider fish. Another kill now for slow onto the Jinju. Secret, they will defend.
Radiant's top tower.
As Zai, I mean, a fantastic rolling thunder.
Yeah, the reason why he managed to do such a great rolling thunder is because he had a Lotus Orb. Like, Yapsor used the Lotus Orb on him, and they did not want to use the Curse nor the Rupture on him, because like, you're kind of in a bad spot there, but pretty much the perfect roll from Zai there, controlling Ame's Monkey King, not allowing him to use the cheese there. I think, like, we're gonna see that fight again, right? But I believe that Vintage Curse was available. Maybe he used it in the back lines. It wasn't up at the moment. Okay.
Radiant's
Zai
middle
just
tower
getting
is
in,
under attack.
able to turn, and of course on the stairs, a couple of bounces using that Yules, and it just can't do anything, Arme. Zai handling it completely.
Yeah, and Curse just got ready.
Little too low. Little too long on the cooldown. couldn't protect Arme. Secret were definitely on the verge there of losing a second set of racks.
They can go in again. 6 seconds until exorcism. They can just go in. They still have cheese on Arme once he respawns. He's level 24. Like once he hits that level 25, the extra Wukong's command ring. This is why Dead Prophet and Monkey are such like strong combination of the heroes, where you can like easily siege when it comes to the late game. Still, like in Dota, sieging the tier 3 towers still one of the hardest things to do. Wukong's command, huge amount of damage coming from the exorcism. You can easily take it.
It's going to be whilst they are still obviously on the back foot, down 11k and a set of racks in the mid lane. PSG.LGD still feeling.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So I'll push him out. You know, if he uses a Yule Scepter, tries to stun lock him, I'll just push him out. So he gets a 4-step.
Double damage.
He coming in for this angle. Secret might not expect them to be here on the high ground. Nothing to say. Got to find any catch. Secret. Be able to stand to the side with a nice head of whoa! Not quite able to catch that white tide. The Lord is in place. Puppy. They can't find nothing to say. If he puts it in over to the side, Matu. He's going in onto Arme. Arme will be able to get the BKB and the cheese off. Turns the missile over towards Matu. He's caught in the Wukong's command. Matu is going to be into it with the barrel. This strike slammed down onto the troll. Arme takes it up to the man. Zai will also force down to the Wukong's command. Nisha and Yapko. They've got a run for Arme. He's in. He's chasing over towards Nisha. Nisha trying to run, but they get it. Arme looks up on us. That's 3 dead on Secret.
And just too much damage. Arme uses that cheese, gets the ulti off, locks him down with the Abyssal Blade, like gets extra armor from the Wukong's command. Troll is just not a match against the Monkey King in this type of situations. He also had a double damage on Monkey there.
No, it's a very hard fight for Secret to take. As soon as that battle chance comes to an end, Matuma Man getting torn apart by the damage that Arme offers at this point.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Back onto the racks, PSG.LGD. To take this second set away from Secret. Secret not wanting to use the buyback to Zion, Matuma Man. Still a tier 1 and a tier 2 down on the bottom lane, so Secret know that they'll be able to have the chance before we get a 1-more defense. And it is not getting any easier. Each and every fight pushes Secret
He has only one
further
lead
behind.
left. Oh, nicely done by Yapso.
Lincoln Sphere as well for Faith Beyond, so no longer target they can look to set up on.
Excellent.
When they have that Abyssal done on Matuma Man, which itself is still going to take a bit of time. Arme closing in full AC. 1 and 6 that. That one death, of course, up top to Zai. Other than that, Arme been having a perfect game this opener with PSG.LGD, the Death Prophet and the Monkey King that we've seen so many times. Yet again, just having a beautiful game.
Arme is just a monster in this one. Hit level 25. Additional Wukong's ring, bigger Wukong's command. He's still thinking about like whether I keep Orb of Destruction, Flicker, Penta Edge Sword drop. This is an item that like Monkey will definitely want to have. For now, just keep an Orb of Destruction.
Dire's bottom tower is
Trying
under
to get the
attack.
push down the bottom lane. Secret likely to try and defend outside of the base.
Dire's
Let
bottom
these
tower
towers
has
fall as
fallen.
PSG.LGD gearing up for third and potential final push.
Team Secret just cannot
Dire's
match the
bottom
team
tower
fight
is
from
under attack.
PSG.LGD. And like these heroes scale so much. Wyvern, Curse, like the stronger your hero gets, like the stronger his ulti is.
Radiant are scanning.
They're trying to buy some Lincoln Spheres to cancel, like just to mitigate to the Curse, the Ruptures, Abyssal Blades, Pango getting closer to one. Same goes for Marana, but they still don't have it. Would you look at that? Well, he has nothing to say because he just picked up like 5 arcane runes in a row on Death Prophet.
Yeah,
I would also be
he's
silent.
had a lot of them this game. Utilizing them to full potential. Not holding back on his ultimates. Get that uptime going even more. Gonna pressure up next.
Roshan will be up in 30 seconds. They will not have Exorcism, but once again, because of that Arcane Rune, they will have it in a minute.
Could at least have it in time for any sort of fight. If Secret do try once again to come out, test PSG.LGD around the Rosary spawn. Guard done. The big items coming out for Secret. Yeah, Zai. Link for the blink first before training the Bastion. Over the time to have a they'll go for the roach. They won't have a chance to take a
Yeah, they can have it. It's gonna be a refresher. I guess you give that to Monkey. Like, if he can set a second Wukong's command, like first Wukong's command could be just the one to take the tier 3 tower, and then have another one refresh the BKB, smoke.
Oh. He's going straight in. Looks over the missile on towards Nisha. They'll try and hold back Arme. Yeah, held back by the magic missile. Secret, they've got to run their wide. Until the hook shot pumping into the same side. Will be taken out towards the side. Matsu getting in on top of Jinju. He's trying to bring down the wiper, but the corner breaks it up inside. Jinju able to keep himself alive. The Woodwalks is down. The Bastion's around. Matsu is surrounded by PSG. As Matsu goes down. Death for 90. No buyback on the drop.
They're gonna get Puppy. He manages to save Pangolier for a brief period of time, but they still get him. Like, this is the target that Troll needs to go on. Like, he needs to kill the Wyvern. There was no curse in the fight. Roll. Die.
Can he do anything to save against the push this time? Die. Having to hold back Arme. Charging in. Ready to dive in on anybody. As Secret, they've got to try to defend 4v5. PSG.LGD, they're pushing onto the tier 4s. Fortification comes down. It looks like there's going to be very little that Secret can do to stop this power.
Wukong is available.
Still has that Aegis. He is not worried whatsoever. On the backline, G2 is just going to be able to hold them back with the curse. The second tier 4 goes down. Arme, he's just looking to win the game. Pops the BKB, the Wukong's command, and the ancient, it won't fall. GG is called as PSG.